Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt, and it is Scary Saturday, and I am back at you with yet another review. And before I roll on to that, I want to wish each and every one of y'all a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when I am here. I hope you love seeing my ugly mug, because I am here an awful lot, I know. But one last thing, check out the information in the description box as well. I give you a little bit bigger taste of every single movie of every single day. I give you your brief synopsis, which today I actually wrote it. Oh my goodness, dear golly, I wrote a synopsis. It's ugly. So don't judge me too much on that. I'm a chatter, not a writer. Anyways, I gave you also your starring cast, your director, your runtime of the cut I am watching, a link for where you can see a trailer on that, and a link for where you can purchase this bad boy, because this thing is on a massive, beefy box set of a collection from a great young up and coming director. He's been filming films for, gosh, like I think he said 20 years now. You know, a really long time, and that is Jason Impey. I have done 2 films for him already now, Visions of Filth and Digest, which this is located on the Visions of Filth box set from SRS Cinema. If you hop on over and get that, and this is none other than the 2023 film The Bleed. Oh my dear golly, this thing was a little slow starting. I was wondering where things were going. But you know, you gotta stay patient with this one, because it really pays off at the end. It is one that really makes you think. I liked that. I really enjoyed every moment of this film. As far as what is it about? Well, basically, it's about these 3 women. They're stuck in a really seedy, just skeezy looking bathroom in God knows where they're at, and they're out and about, and it's you know, they're out at night, and basically what's going on is one of them has to use the bathroom, of course, and hence why they're in there. While the one is using the bathroom, the other 2 are having just chomping up the scenery with some amazing dialogue about the scenery in the bathroom, and how somebody wrote the word cunt on the wall, and it is say cunt or cunt. Because it may have had an A or an apostrophe in there. It was one of those silly little things that I had a little laugh over, because they were having some great dialogue over that, and I thought that was fun. Excuse me. Now, once the girl is done using the bathroom, there is a lot of hostility between her and one of the other girls. And of course, there's the girl in the middle, stuck in the middle, playing mediator. She does a great job, but the two girls, the girl that was using the bathroom, who is your main star of this, she did a very just amazing job in this film. Like, probably the best acting in a Jason Impey film that I've seen to date. And the other girl did a really damn good job as well. I believe her name was Katie, as a matter of fact. Their dialogue between each other was just gold, I thought. Katie came off a bit hostile and strong, and it was kind of interesting, you know, because, you know, like you wouldn't expect that, and like from these 3 girls, you thought that they were BFFs, and they're very fun and outgoing. You would expect that from them, you know, and it turns out that, you know, there's a lot of hostility over our main girl having an abortion. And that's what the main thing surrounding the whole film is about, is an abortion, and the fact that the girl that is pregnant, her baby daddy is kind of a loser. He is the one that is forcing her to get the abortion, and of course, Katie has no qualms telling her that he is a loser, and that's not cool, and that she should really rethink her life choices along what she should do as far as her future with this dude, because baby daddy is not very good. And yeah, so there, in the whole while, our main actress, her name is Victoria, was her real name. Victoria is you can tell she's hunched over in pain. They're fighting back and forth. She gets shoved over down on the ground at one point, and you can tell that it really affected her and really hurt her. And of course, our girl in the middle, our mediator, is, playing the sympathizer through all of this. Is trying to get them to stop this, because it's just pure insanity, why they're fighting. It doesn't make sense why they would fight, because they're friends. And there was a lot of animosity built up over that, and I'm not going to spill all the beans. Why? Because I want you to watch this. Now, you fast forward it, and one of the mediator girl, all of a sudden, this is when it decides it's going to turn from kind of drama into a horror film. This is where the horror really pours on, because it's not really, I wouldn't say a drama film. More of a thriller, kind of suspense. And then it's a slow burn for 44 minutes. It's a slow burn, and it's a good slow burn. But she all of a sudden she changes like that, and she has this whole dialogue about how she understands now, and she sees what's going on, and she knows what to do, and she starts bleeding, and she ends up convulsing and dropping to the floor, and it's just insane, and just kudos to her on that, because that scene, I swear to Christ, it looked like she was really having a seizure on the floor. She was doing such a good job. It was she was very intense. It looked like she even hit her head a couple of times, like poor girl. It looked like it hurt. Not gonna lie. Yeah, and from there it really turns, and it becomes something completely different than what it was from the beginning, and that's just the middle act of it, because once you find out when the shoe drops and you get to the final act, it's just like, holy shit, Batman, what just happened? You find out it's just a complete mind-blowing ending that just, I would have never guessed in a million years. I thought it was going one direction, and I'll admit, in a witchy direction. I'll say that. That's all I'm going to say. I thought it was going in that one direction, and it completely blew my mind, and it not only shot that direction in the face like 40 times. It burned its body, threw it over the bridge, and fingered it as it left, and said, "Jog on." And it did something completely different. I would have never guessed. So, bravo on that one, Jason. Now, all of that said in mind, let's roll into its technical abilities. This thing is a banger. Now, as far as my three criteria that I always like to try to meet: editing, dialogue, and audio. Everything all meets A pluses. Everything is great. Jason is a very, very accomplished editor, and I will also add this: he is very good at cinematography. I am a fan of his camera work. He does some cool stuff, and he also had some help on there from a gal named Kimberly's something or other. I'm sorry if I forgot. I am sorry I forgot your name, but he had some help, I believe, on this one, with some co-direction on that. But either way, he really did a great job with this. For 44 minutes, I was glued to the screen. It not only intrigued me and made me want to see more. I would like to see. I wanted, honestly, this could have been another 20 minutes, and I would have been happy, because I was curious to add more to that ending, because it was just like, whoo, where can you go with that, my friend? Because that was the gold. That was the platinum. That was why we came here. That was the coup de grace. The coup de grace was just magnifique. So now, with all of that said in mind, like I said, it meets A pluses on audio. I never once was like, what the hell are they saying? It worked really well. The dialogue is beautiful in this, in places, like especially when they're talking about the change and when they're talking about the bleed. It is just really just off the charts when it comes to the performances as well. All three of them, and it's a one location film for the most part. You do get a couple different locations at the end, but for the most part, you're dealing with a one location film, which is very, very interesting. I enjoyed that. Sometimes that can fall really flat and really be painful at times, but this one, it didn't do that. So great job with that as well. So yeah, as far as my 1 through 5 ratings goes, I'm going to give this thing. Is it going to get? It's going to get a 4.5 out of 5. I'm sorry, Jason. It isn't quite a 5 yet. I am very hard to get that 5 from. It is very, very close. It is like a 4.9999. It is very close. I will say this. I watched the other film of his already that I'm going to review. Let me double check on the dates real quick. I don't remember. I have it written down on here somewhere. But anyways, it's called Terrorize. And oh my good golly, Miss Molly. When I do that one, it's going to be Saturday the 16th. I just noticed it on there. So when I do that one, also tune in. Yeah, maybe he'll get the golden 5. Maybe he'll be the first to get it for that one. I don't know. We'll see. As far as reviews goes, tomorrow we're going to be doing a Christopher James Woods film. Sorry, I called you Christopher. It's a force, a habit of calling people their full name. But Chris James Woods is Family Snapshot will be tomorrow, and then I will be doing Planet Z on Monday, followed on Tuesday with Night of the Zodiac. Yes! So we got a lot of good shit coming up, guys. I hope you all tune in tomorrow, and I can't wait to see you. And as always,